G'day mates, I'm Tall Thorson, giving you the game news equivalent of another shrimp on the barbie.
Or as we like to call it, the last word. It's been a pretty quiet week on the games news front. We got a lot to talk about, including a heartwarming story about a Chihuahua who scored 1.5 million in Geometry Wars using only his...
I'm here live from Nintendo Japan's press conference Wednesday night to unwrap the details for the Japanese Wii launch. And right now it looks like it's going to be unleashed on the Japanese market December 2nd, guys, and it's going to run for 25,000 yen, or about $213 American. Now, at launch, they're going to have 30 virtual console games, 16 retail games, and Nintendo also, they described Wii channels, where users will be able to watch news reports or get weather updates from their console specific to where they are. Now, that's all we got right now. I'm sure we'll have more later. Back to you.
Whoa, man, that's crazy. Well, anyway, now that we know what's going on with the Wii in Japan, we can get on to the rest of the week's news, starting with a heartwarming story about an old man in Germany who built a solar-powered house completely out of old Atari Joy.
I'm here live from Nintendo's New York City press conference Thursday morning, where they released the details for the American Wii launch, and as you can see, it has stunned the crowd into reverent, motionless silence. There was a similar impact in Japan, where you might not have noticed it because Nintendo decided to have their press conference in an empty forest. But still, they were impressed. Anyways, American launch details. We got it coming out on November 19th. That's 2 days after the launch of the PlayStation 3. It'll release for $250, which is a little more than some people were expecting, but it will come packed in with Wii Sports. Also, we're going to have 25 games at launch. That will include Excite Truck and The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. However, the GameCube version of Zelda Twilight Princess, originally supposed to launch day and date with the Wii, is going to be delayed until December. So some bad news there. I'm sure we'll have more. Just a moment. Back to you guys.
Well, the news certainly continues to roll in. I just hope we have enough time for my expose on the hidden content in Britney's dance beat that has unwed teenage mothers up in arms. But first, video games. Can they cause cancer? One expert believes so. Brendan.
Schadenfreude. I'm here live from Nintendo Europe's press conference in Munich.
You are? 'Cause it looks like you're actually at Oktoberfest.
Nonsense. I mean, those guys back there in Lederhosen, they're really just Mario cosplayers in full gear. They're a little small. You know, you can't really make out the details there. But yeah. Anyways, I'm here in Munich, and we got the Wii news for you about the Europe launch.
Yeah, but wasn't the European event supposed to be in London?
Yeah. Give me a minute. Much better. I'm here live from London for Nintendo Europe's press event to announce the Wii launch details. Now, it's going to come out on December 8th in territory, which is last of the big three, but they will also get Wii Sports packed in like America, and it will retail for £179. That's about $335 American dollars. And that's the basics here. Back to you guys.
And now what we've all been waiting for, some Wii news. You know how much, when you can buy it, but what about the games you'll be able to play on it? Ubisoft's Sam Fisher is making a surprise visit on the console with Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Double Agent. The game will be part of Ubisoft's 8-pack of Wii launch titles, by far the most of any third-party publisher. No details on whether or not you'll be able to use the Wii mode as Fiberwire, though. Majesco revealed its quarterly earnings this week, and in the brass's presentation, the company said it will support the Wii because of its mass market appeal, and also because you can just say the word Risk around Majesco and half the company will duck under their desks. The first Wii game from Majesco will be Bust-A-Move Revolution, but no details or date on the game have been released. And if that's not enough for you Wii folk, some of the system's virtual console games from Sega may have also been exposed by the ESRB. It looks as though the publisher is on board with Altered Beast, Columns, Echo the Dolphin, Golden Axe, Ristar, Sonic the Hedgehog, and ToeJam and Earl. Another quick search also turned up results for full retail titles Ice Age 2, The Meltdown, and VeggieTales, Larry Boy, and The Bad Apple. But honestly, I don't really see more than 4 people buying that last one.
In non-Wii news, one of the most iconic brands on the planet has jumped into the game. On Tuesday, Apple began offering games on its uber-popular iTunes service. Foremost among them are Namco Bandai's arcade classic Pac-Man and the puzzlers Bejeweled and Zuma, both from PopCap Games. Other available titles are Cubist 2 from Fresh Games and 3 Electronics Arts offerings, Mahjong, Mini Golf, and the mother of all puzzlers, Tetris. 2 other games, Vortex and Texas Hold'em, are also available, but their publishers were unclear. Price per game is $4.99, and they're only playable on current generation video iPods, not older iPods or Nanos or Shuffle.
On to news from the next gigantic corporation. All you committed PlayStation 3 buyers out there have a choice to make when the system goes on sale in November. You can opt for the $600 high-end system, which has a 60-gig hard drive, HDMI output, and plenty of other goodies, or you can choose the $500 version, which has a 20-gig hard drive, no Wi-Fi, and no HDMI. If I had to guess, about 80% of you are planning on buying the high-end model, and the 20% of you that are completely retarded will buy the $500 model. Well, good news, if Lazard Capital Market analyst Colin Sebastian is correct. The numbers man forecasts that 4 out of 5 PS3s on shelves later this year will be the $600 version, as demand for that model is likely to be higher, just as demand for the premium Xbox 360 model was higher than that of the core package. Sebastian also believes that Sony's online platform will be revealed at TGS and will be ready for launch. None of this information is official, so before you doubt its authenticity, let's wait for an announcement from Sony. Then we can all be really skeptical.
Riveting, my good man. The rumor du jour comes from Digitimes, an influential news site which covers the computer industry in Taiwan. Citing unnamed sources in the Taiwanese optical drive sector, the site claims that Microsoft has already started designing a new generation of Xbox 360s equipped with an internal HD DVD drive. Well, that sounds pretty legit, right? Well, not so fast. For one, Microsoft has been hyping its external HDDV drive as a way to offer consumers an option of not taking sides in the looming conflict between HDDVD and the Blu-ray disc, which is used by the PlayStation 3. Then there's the fact that Digitimes has made some wrong reports in the past, like in February, when they said a PSP with 8 gigs of flash memory would be out by year's end. That ain't gonna happen. But last but not least is the fact that Microsoft, back in June, said flat out that it has no plans to release an Xbox 360 with an internal HDDVD drive. So this is officially bogus for now. And now, we're gonna throw it back to Brendan over at the GameSpot news desk. Brendan?
Time for Brendan to take a little time for Brendan.
Brendan. Yo, Brendan.
Come on, guys. How'd you find me?
You know, that's a really good question. How did we find you?
It doesn't matter. Look, I've freaking been to Europe, London, New York, Germany, although that was kind of fun. But still, I mean, I'm done. I mean, what freaking more do you want?
Get out of here, that's what I want. Hey, for GameSpot News, I'm Tor Thorson.
And I'm Tim Surratt. For all the latest gaming news, including a plethora of Wii announcements, go to news.gamespot.com.